All right, so welcome to the watch party. This is our second try. We've also spent the last 15 minutes talking about Fast and the Furious off mic. I'm Lou Gonzalez. Joining me once again, we have Connor Irving.
Connor Irving.
We have Double Johns, Siler and Scott.
Family.
And Ryan Fretz.
Patient Zero.
So we are watching the recently released in theaters for like a week and then right to video because of Corona, Vin Diesel, Valiant Comic Opening Universe, Bloodshot. As far as I remember, Valiant is kind of like Image's like bastard brother in a weird way from like the 90s.
I mean, like Valiant was like its own kind of like separate brand.
Yeah, I know it's a like. What I mean is like I feel like it never got like as big as Image, but it was kind of similar conceptually in some ways.
It was basically started by Jim Shooter in like the late 80s, after he left Marvel. And then the company kind of like, bounced around in like the 90s, from
was it Activision owned them at one point?
Acclaim.
The video game?
Acclaim, which is why we got Turok, because that was a Valiant comic at the time, and then
I know that.
Yeah, and Shadow Man, which was also a Valiant comic. Turok's like an old pulp hero, but Shadow Man was like a Valiant original, I believe.
And I remember playing, they put out Exo Manowar Iron Man game that was like a side-scrolling adventure for, what's this, PlayStation maybe?
I remember for the Game Boy Color.
Oh, this was like a maybe like a Super Nintendo version, something like that. I can't remember. I know I had it.
But yeah, there was like a big solid push for those comics, because I mean, like I think like also Valiant was very big in the time of when the comics boom was happening, where it was just like like a bunch of Marvel stuff was selling big gangbusters, a bunch of stuff over at Image was selling big gangbusters, and people were just like kind of looking for like, oh, like what's the next like Wolverine, like here's Ninjak, or here's Hardcorps, or Ivar Time Walker, and like some of them like kind of got off the ground like into like video games and other projects. Some of them didn't. I'm guessing Armory's Project Swarm was a Valiant comic. Like that is very surprising. But yeah, this company kind of like went around for a while until Acclaim went out of business, and then there was like some kind of like relaunches of Valiant every so often. And then there was like a big push in the early 2000s where Valiant kind of came back and relaunched with like Exo Manowar, Harbinger, Bloodshot, and Archer Armstrong. And then like it kind of blew up. Like I like to this day, like I really kind of want to like do a deep dive in those Valiant comics. Like I like
Archer and Armstrong is one that like everybody talks about as like one of the best like buddy duo comic books. Like I actually started reading the wiki on it because I was like, oh, this is like really interesting. Like the only one that I really knew, and it was because I played that game and then I read some comics, was like Exo Manowar, which is a goofy ass name for a character, but it's like he's like a Dark Ages like Visigoth warrior who's abducted by aliens and then gets a suit and is in the future and shit. Mm-hmm. It's like such a weird, hard sci-fi book.
Yeah, and it's like kind of funny that he was paired up with Iron Man, because I feel like Valiant always kind of like aligned him to be like their Iron Man.
Yeah, I think that's like why. Like they're very. He looks like kind of like Doom guy, I feel like. Mm-hmm. And he flies around and shit. But yeah, and then I was reading like they did like another kind of reboot a couple years ago when they got sold off again.
To DMG.
Yeah, which is where this movie comes from.
See, my introduction to Valiant was the Jason David Frank YouTube fan project they dropped a couple years back.
Oh, yes, yes.
Because he's Ninjak, right?
No,
yes.
He's Bloodshot.
Oh,
he's
no.
Bloodshot.
Yeah, he's Bloodshot. That's how I knew of the character. That's how I knew the name, because that was Green Ranger.
Yeah, they even used him on like a bunch of covers for, I think, for books at one point.
But really, I feel like this should have just been Ninjak. If you don't know who Ninjak is, he's a James Bond type character who's also a ninja.
That sounds dope. Why did we get that movie?
Because this movie is supposed to open up that universe, and a lot of because the Valiant universe is connected. but they're like characters are related because one of the other characters is like sort of a descendant in some ways to Bloodshot. I can't remember what the character's name.
Well,
Yeah,
here's the thing. They have the character. They were going to do a movie on Harbinger, but now Paramount has the rights to Harbinger, not Sony.
Ray, who's like a future samurai, is like a descendant of Bloodshot.
Yeah, and Rye's like cool, but it's like I kind of feel like they picked the most boring ones. Like nothing against Bloodshot the comic, but it's like Bloodshot's just kind of like very. It's like it's like the Punisher, kind
He's
of.
Punisher / Wolverine / Captain America / Cable.
Or like X-Men Man Wars, like they're Iron Man. Like I kind of feel like it's like to launch this universe, it's like you gotta pick something that's a little different. Like I would have picked Faith. Like I think Faith is super cool, and like I think those comics are super rad, and like her like relationship with Armstrong and Archer and Armstrong is like really funny, and then you got like Quam and Woody, that's like this really great buddy comedy that kind of hate each other. But like I get it's like you want to like have the big action movie be the set piece of your entire universe.
Yeah, I also think there was a lot of Vin Diesel pushing this character for some reason.
Because
Last Witch Hunter failed, so what else is Vin Diesel going to fall back on?
I think he's wanted to be a comic book character that you actually see, besides, he's grouped, and he doesn't get to really talk.
Well, I think he also just wants to be Arnold. It's like he wants to be the focal point of a universe that is made around him. It's like it was Fast and the Furious at some point. Like Dominic Toretto at one point was the focal point of Fast and the Furious, and
then Vin
over the
Diesel
last
got
couple of years,
old and fat. Then they got the Rock.
It's increasingly not. He's in the Guardians of the Galaxy, but he only has one word, and he's not on screen.
And then he tried bringing back Triple X, but that kind of worked? ?
I think that movie didn't that movie tank?
No,
nope,
that movie
346 million on a budget of 85.
Did so well in overseas.
Oh yeah.
But it's like it just didn't do very well here. And he's like tried relaunching Riddick, which did fine, but not fine enough. And so it's like he's like kind of a guy who's like trying to find himself within like be a leading man in a moving franchise. And it's like Bloodshot was like his next bet. And I don't know if this movie would have done any better if the coronavirus did or didn't happen, but the coronavirus kind of killed a lot of things.
It was the worst week.
Oh Jesus Christ! No pun intended, by the way. Sorry.
But wasn't it like the worst week in box office period?
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
One of the last weeks before everything got shut down, one of the weeks was like the worst week in like Hollywood since September 11th, or the week of September 11th, 20.
Oh no, I'm reading right here. The weekend was noteworthy for being the lowest combined grossing since October '98, with all films totaling just $55 million.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, it made $52,000 from drive-ins.
Yeah, drive-ins are actually coming back. I actually really want to try and go and see like any kind of movie at a drive-in that's like about 30 miles away from us.
Yeah, but this online release, it's not the only one because it was at The Hunt. And what else got like a quick release?
Onward, The Hunted, Trolls, Scoob gets a.
Well, yeah, Trolls and Scoob
is going to.
Yeah, and Trolls went straight to like.
And The Invisible Man, I think, had like a couple weeks before that went direct to video.
Yeah.
OD.
Directed by the guy who did Upgrade, which I hear this movie.
This is Upgrade.
Borrows a whole lot from Upgrade.
Well, it's kind of hard because like it's a comic, so Upgrade borrowed a lot probably from the comic. So then just seems
sure. I mean, Upgrade also borrowed a whole lot from RoboCop.
Well, if it helps, one of the screenwriters of Bloodshot is the writer and director of Kick-Ass 2.
So they estimate that this movie cost, I'm looking online, $45 million, and it made in theaters, which was basically the only opening weekend it had, $10 million. 28 worldwide. So I don't know how much this has made online. That's probably numbers that we'll never see.
Yeah. And then
if it helps, it was the most watched movie on Amazon over the first 3 days of release and 4th on iTunes.
And I mean,
Dude,
those
was
are,
that-
and that's like $20 a piece for for
Yeah.
however many people that is. But yeah, so so this was written by Jeff Wadlow, who had previously written Fantasy Island, which came out earlier this year, which I heard was really bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
And
Horrible
Kick-Ass 2
movie.
was also written by Eric Hyerson, who also worked on Bird Box, the Netflix movie.
And Arrival,
Oh,
which is
that's
a good
bad.
movie.
But the director for this is Dave Wilson, who kind of has an interesting library of stuff he's worked on. He's mostly a cinematic trailer director for video games. Like he's done trailers for Mass Effect 2, Star Wars, Bioshock Infinite. But his one directorial credit is for Love, Death and Robots, Sunny's Edge, which I believe was the underground fighting monsters one.
That was a good one.
The one with the farmers?
No.
It,
That was cool though.
it was basically like the pit fighter anime looking one that was all CGI.
Yeah, the
Oh,
pit
Giant
monsters.
monsters.
I have no idea what
I
you're
think
talking about.
it was like the first
Lou,
or
basically,
second episode.
you know the movie
It
Heavy
was the
Metal?
first episode.
It was the first episode. It was it was
Okay, now I know where you're. Well, there's 4 different episode orders, so we don't know.
Love, Death and Robots was a Netflix series from last
Oh,
year.
okay, yeah, I did not watch it.
Fucking cool as hell.
Oh, it's
Most of it.
It's just like a bunch of pilots that never got
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
was
basically
also-
it's basically remember Heavy Metal from the 80s?
yes.
It's basically that for today.
Okay, it's a bunch of vignettes of things.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
they all look cool and have their own style.
So it's the Animatrix, kind of.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, that's
the
also
best
a very
analogy.
good reference.
Except for there's not one
Overarching.
overarching thread that ties them all together.
Can I just say, I'm looking at the IMDb trivia. So at one point, Michael Sheen was cast in this movie, as I'm
Sorry.
guessing the character that Guy Pearce is playing.
Probably.
That would make sense.
And both David Liked and
Stay Duchovny.
no,
David
David Leaked, who did Deadpool 2 and Hobbs and Shaw, was attached to direct, and so was the other guy. Or I guess the
Terrence
pair
Malick.
that did, the pair that did John Wick, basically.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
the pair did John Wick directing Vin Diesel, and Vin Diesel's just like,
I guarantee you probably what happened in a lot of these kind of movies is that those people dropped out to go do a different thing, or their schedules didn't really line up the way they wanted, and so they were just like, look, we have everything, we just need to get it filmed, who can we get? Oh, there's this guy who does video game stuff, he just did this thing I watched on Netflix, let's get him.
It's either that or the studio is like, well, this is only happening if we have Vin Diesel, and they're like, Vin Diesel's 45 years old and 75 pounds too big for this role.
Is that how old Vin Diesel is?
He's
in
not
his,
40.
he's
no.
gotta be up there, dude.
Hang on, I'm looking right now because now I'm curious.
He's 52.
I was generous.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's kind of why he's been in car movies for the last 15 years.
Why
he just sits down.
take off his shirt.
He doesn't
Vin
have
Diesel? Vin Diesel's gonna be in the Avatar movies?
to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dog, what?
Who
Yeah,
the
he's
character?
in Avatar 2 starting with that.
Dude,
Although-
whenever that comes out.
My favorite thing is that in the Fast and Furious movies, he's so big in them that part of his clause in his contract is he can't lose a fist fight.
Yeah.
Dude, there was
That's
an
a
article I
lot,
found
though.
somewhere.
There's
That's
a
a whole
bunch of...
That's
Yeah,
a
kind
whole
of that same
fascinating article
Yeah.
about how they edit themselves to make them look good in fights.
Yeah, well, there's that whole thing, and I can't remember which one with The Rock, where they're side by side, and it cuts so goofy between them, where it makes them look like The Rock looks smaller, and Vin Diesel's head is giant, but The Rock is 7 inches taller than him and 2 feet wider. And that's the only reason why The Rock's character doesn't beat the shit out of him in when they have their one fight, is because he's like, no, I can't. It's well, he's The Rock, he would destroy you.
Yeah, look, man, Vin Diesel's gotta keep up kayfabe.
All right. So, is there anything we want to talk about before we start this? I do have to say it's only 20 minutes shorter than I think our last movie.
Oh, thank God.
I think it's actually the
Yeah,
same
but-
amount of time.
But are we gonna have as much fun as we had with Cats? I
Yeah.
don't know.
I've seen Cats twice now. I don't plan on seeing Bloodshot twice, but that may change. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess my guess is this is going to be somewhere around how I feel about Venom. So
Yeah,
Venom's
that's
silly,
fair.
so I hope it's.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like this is going to be silly. I feel like this is a throwback to like those late 80s, early 90s like sci-fi action flicks, like a Time Cop.
well, we're at that point now where superhero movies are so prevalent. We get superhero B movies, and that's what
Yeah,
this is.
I'm sure Venom: Let There Be Carnage is a future watch party film
Yes.
in the making.
Oh, yes.
From director Andy Serkis.
I just don't know why they just don't call a movie Venom: Maximum Carnage.
I wonder if there's
Here's
weird
why.
rights to
They
that
have to
name.
probably-
I feel like it's
pay
weird
Marvel
rights, and
for
what if
that
they
name.
save it for, like, let's say some reason, if the whole Spider-Man thing doesn't work, or they get Tom Hardy to show up, they save that for like a Spider-Man Venom team up, if that ever happens.
I mean, I'm surprised they didn't call it like separation anxiety or something like that. At least like one of the comic book names. All right, let's start this trash. So John Scott, I guess so. I'll do the countdown since it's on my computer. So I'm starting at the 000 mark, and so I will say 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
And we're off.
So I am a couple of seconds ahead of you guys. So
Oh, good old Sony. Sony's never let us down.
oh wait, I think this is the second Sony picture I've seen today because I saw Little Women before this.
Oh, is that
So a
And
good
then-
movie.
Well, then I
Sony?
saw Amy
I thought that was-
Pascal's name at the end, and I had to tell my wife, "Oh, that's the lady that threw a sandwich at Kevin Feige."
see? That's a better story than this one.
Hey Leo, are you able to adjust the sound? Because I can't really hear the.
You can boost it on your end. You just have to right-click on him in the Discord. A little behind the baseball there.
Oh, I see it. Okay. There we go. Oh, motherfucker. This is from the guy who produces the Fast movies, or used to produce them.
Is that original film?
Yep.
I see that a lot.
Yeah. Neil H. Moritz gets his hand on a lot of movies. I wonder if this is going to be another one of those Vin Diesel's the best at what he does and everyone treats him like God.
100%. Vin Diesel is the best
Well,
at
so-
what he does,
yeah,
and people
so far
treat him
this
like
is-
God.
This is like what do you call it? What's that movie he did? Was it not Man on Fire? The one where he like his girlfriend gets killed or something, and he goes to Mexico and kills people.
That's a man
Isn't that
apart.
this one?
Man Apart. Okay.
We can
A
just
man
watch Vin
apart
Diesel
with
in the pacifier.
superpowers. The
That one-
pacifier with superpowers.
Oh, I've seen The Pacifier. We could do that movie.
I like that movie.
Was that supposed to be a flashbang?
Yes, so that was a flashbang that like in super.
I've actually
slow
never
motion.
seen one of those that like explodes. I was like, oh, I'm just used to them in Counter Strike.
Yeah, so far we're watching Call of Duty the movie, Modern Warfare.
Why is there only one soldier going in? Like it's just him by himself.
Because
Because
Vin Diesel's the
Vin
best at what he
Diesel's a
does,
one-man
so he's
army.
a one-man army.
I do have to.
Everybody
So
treats
this,
him like God.
if this is his origin, this is different from the comics. Because in the comics, I believe he was like a mafia hitman or something.
Oh, that sounds way cooler.
Yeah, which he doesn't know until like the end of the second volume.
Man, why do I care? I don't care about anybody here.
Why are all the villains usually Middle Eastern now? Well, it's obviously why, but like they don't have to make them all Middle Eastern every time.
I'm just like picturing this
But then
guy
who
speaking
do
in
the
his native
Americans
tongue and then
hate?
Vin Diesel trying to speak the tongue as well.
Yeah, that's my question. Is like, why is he speaking English?
Because Vin Diesel's a one-man army, and everybody treats him like God.
He looks too old to be a soldier.
Yeah, because he's like, wait, is he gonna do a John Wayne like?
Yep.
Oh my god, he literally
is.
he did like a Clint Eastwood quick draw with a Glock.
Man, it's not as cool when you. Oh,
So the guy,
Oh no, he
he
needed
had
that.
armor-piercing rounds. Is that because he got shot in the gut? Like you.
well, that's a jarring transition.
I like that like he went in by himself, and then after everyone was killed, all of his friends came in.
So why are they flying to Italy? I guess he's fine.
Why is the closest airbase Italy?
Well, here's my thought. I bet that this is all bullshit, and this is the implanted memories that we see in the trailer.
Of him being God.
I would love if it's revealed that like he was just like a dad, and they just made him think that he's just like a dad.
Vin Diesel's probably walking with this military. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I was in Billy Lynn's long halftime walk. I know exactly how to do this. Oh, there's the wife feeder.
God, this is like very 90s Jerry Heimer.
Oh yeah.
This could be a Fast and Furious movie so far. If this is like the story of Dom's like twin brother that went good.
No. Listen,
I was like, this could be Armageddon.
With the music, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Lou, don't you understand? Dom's brother is John Cena.
I still think they should do a movie where like his brother is
Oh my
Triple X.
god, John Cena is in Fast and the Furious, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yes,
he's gonna
he's
be
in
in
the
9 as his brother.
Wait, is he really as his brother?
Yeah, dead serious. It's his brother.
But John Cena's white and Vin Diesel's.
He's still white.
No, they had a really
He's
dramatic
Italian.
reveal of that in the trailer,
Yeah,
where literally Michelle Rodriguez goes like, "Jacob is Dom's brother," and like I almost expected like a dun dun dun.
Yeah, this feels like a really shitty thing for them to have just like shown in a trailer. I feel like if you just had John Cena, then that's enough.
It's
And
gonna
then-
end up being The Rock versus John Cena on screen in the theater. That's all. That was the whole plot. That was the whole plan. Is just get those two on screen.
Oh my god.
This is the closest we're gonna see to him shirtless. Although I do have to say, like, if you look, they're doing a very good job of not showing the front of his body.
Don't fat shame Vin Diesel.
Well, with this,
Oh, we
having
don't
this
have to.
woman-
He doesn't know.
Having this woman laying naked on the bed, except for like her booty shorts, I completely think I should be able to fat shame the male lead of this movie.
He looks like a hairless cat, man. He's just like all that excess skin, and he's just like bald.
You know what? Vin Diesel wants to be Arnold, but he's actually Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look at that quick cut, so you couldn't see his tongue.
Yeah, but like the problem is Vin Diesel like
Come here,
doesn't
big boy.
play
Let
the
me see that.
everyman that Bruce Willis is. Like that's the Bruce Willis appeal.
Vin Diesel's
Yeah.
not an everyman though. He's literally the sound of what happens when your driveway comes to life and beats the shit out of you.
I feel like the problem is that Vin Diesel is not. He's either not taking the right steroids or he's not taking enough.
He's 52. He's done taking steroids.
Have you seen Sylvester Stallone ever?
Fair. I feel like that's more plastic surgery.
And it's all he got.
I mean, did you
busted.
see the last Rambo? Sylvester Stallone looks like he could kill somebody still.
Yeah, he got busted
fair.
coming into Vietnam for not that Rambo, the one before that one, with like HGH and steroids.
Nice. Good on him.
Yeah, I think this is all bullshit.
Oh, something's gonna
from
happen.
the trailer.
Oh yeah.
They're shooting him with hypodermic needles.
Trank darts, probably.
It's the most advanced form of Nerf dart on the planet.
Did,
We just wanted to play Humans vs. Zombies, guys.
Ugh.
there's no way any one man could hold two other men by their throats like that.
Vin Diesel can. Did you see that? He just punches
Oh,
him.
shit. Wait, nope,
He
that
just
doesn't
went
work.
He just went full.
So, like,
yeah,
on
this-
that guy.
This totally has to be a simulation because it's like
Yeah,
it's like if this is like how he is before the Bloodshot, then it's like why would he need the Bloodshot?
Yeah, he's just bulletproof already.
Oh, it's Toby Kebbell.
Yeah, he's the bad guy and everything. The charismatic bad guy.
Socks and sandals, the ultimate footwear for bad guys.
What do I know Toby Kebbell from?
Doctor Doom and Fant Four Stick.
Okay, I thought that's who it was, but I wasn't sure.
And Koba in the Apes movies. Or 2 of the Apes movies.
Oh, Vin Diesel's got some gross
Nice.
ass toenails.
Man, this whole movie, we're just gonna be shaving Vin Diesel's physical appearance.
You know, to be honest, I wasn't looking at his feet, man.
It was a close up on his feet. Like,
No, I get it, because he's a psycho killer.
is this like their version of American Psycho?
Yeah.
Okay, this is like actually kind of fun. Is this is the whole movie's like this?
Well, wasn't this the song they used for the trailer?
No.
No, because I would have liked the trailer that.
Yeah, I think it was like some kind of old school sounding song. Is this Martin Axe or Matt and Axe?
Axe, like
Yes.
you chop down a tree.
Okay.
He's heir to the Axe body spray fortune.
That's
Oh,
why he
that's why
looks
he
like he
dresses
hasn't
like
showered in forever.
Yeah, he's playing like 90s Euro trash. You know what this movie is reminding me of so far a little bit? Hitman. The first one.
I was gonna say, which Hitman?
Oh, with
Because
Timothy Olyphant?
Yeah.
the one that's semi-okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that when I was like 15.
Wait, Connor, you're older than me? I was 14 when I saw that movie.
I was barely old enough to see that movie. My dad had to go with me.
My dad went with me too. It's okay.
I don't have a dad.
Don't worry, I'll go to the movies with you and pretend to be your dad.
What
Okay,
is
thank
that?
you.
No, we can get Lou. He's the oldest out of all of us.
No,
Yeah.
Siler's older than me by like a couple months.
Okay.
Oh, is that like a bolt gun?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like the
this
cow
is
gun
gonna
to
get-
put them down.
Why would they have that where they already have the butchered cows?
When it comes back to
You
life,
gotta
you gotta
double
put it back
butcher
down.
'em.
Yeah, you gotta put it back down.
I'm just waiting for him to go like apes together. Strong. Who plays his wife? I'm like curious now.
It's not going to be okay.
It's really not. When Vin Diesel tells you it's going to be okay, it's really not okay.
Ah!
Because why would he let them go anyway? I'm kind of sad they cut away
Rip.
from that.
It's PG-13.
Yeah, that would've been
You
like
gotta
a
earn it
money
somehow.
shot.
Wait,
You
no,
know-
wait. This is PG-13.
This is PG-13.
Oh,
You
come
know,
on.
Missed opportunity.
You know, if the love of my life was just cattle killed in front of me, I would probably have more emotion than what Vin Diesel has right now.
Empty.
Isn't that the cattle kill
Okay,
happened?
okay, there we go. There we
I
go.
Okay,
actually
better.
think he did a pretty good job of like disbelief and then like broken.
Why wouldn't
Why
he just
would
end
he
him
let-
right there? Yeah, why would
Yeah,
you
why
not
would
just-
he let
Yeah,
Vin
why
Diesel
wouldn't
go?
why wouldn't the pure rage like be able to break his bonds and just throttle him?
Because this is simulation, and they're trying to brainwash him into thinking that he's a bad guy, but he's really not
Oh,
a bad
yeah.
guy.
So that's
There's-
the end of the cold open.
Hey,
Sweet.
this
That
was
was just the
Endgame.
opening scene.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
Oh no,
In association with Bona Film Group. Oh, it's all smoking away.
bone.
See, look, I
Yeah.
told you, his
Like
feet are
gut
gross.
smoke.
That's why they put socks on him now.
Oh no, the doll's in this movie?
It's like Fifth Element.
This is based off a property. It's not original.
I like that they even have like the Iron Man like circle chest thing.
Oh, on him.
Yeah.
But so, like, how often is his shirt going to be open to show that he has the red thing on his chest?
Yes.
Where's my family?
If this is Project Bloodshot, how come his eyes aren't bloodshot?
Oh, got him.
Shut the fuck up, Siler.
So while this is going on, I'll say when I read the wiki, so Bloodshot's backstory, he was a hitman. He was betrayed by his mob bosses, taken into this program that had been running since World War II, very Captain America-esque, using nanomachines. In the comic, he can heal, he can shapeshift, and he can communicate with technology through them.
That seems infinitely cooler than what we just got.
And also,
See,
there are
if he
other
can shapeshift, then they'd be another actor, so then he won't have
yeah.
that power.
He also has a chibi alter ego.
Also, fun fact,
That's cool,
the
actually.
girl in this movie was also in a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, she's in the Hobbs and Shaw, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like his so his chibi alter ego's name is Blood Squirt.
Nice.
It just shoots out the side of his neck.
Yeah. So yeah, in the book there are other previous versions of Bloodshot, but he's the only one that started to work.
What do you think Guy Pearce wishes he was doing more? Another Marvel movie or this?
Another Marvel movie. Everybody wants to be doing Marvel movies.
What movie is Guy Pearce in? Like he's like one of those
Iron
guys
Man
like I hear about.
Memento. Memento?
Oh yeah, he's great in Memento.
Oh, Guy Pearce has a robot hand.
And he was
Is he in Prometheus?
yes.
He was in
One
the
of those?
prequel. Yeah, he was actually in Prometheus. He played
For like a hot second.
He plays the guy that makes
Oh,
the
he was
technology.
Killian
Yeah.
in Iron Man 3. Okay.
Yes, that's why I
But
said
he
a Marvel movie.
Yeah. But it's like I don't know. He always seems like a character actor that just kind of like it's like I hear his name a whole lot. I couldn't tell you like any film he's in because he always looks different.
Hey, I live there.
Congratulations.
I'm too badass to die, Doc.
My God, Doc, this is going to be a Back to the Future movie.
Oh, did you catch the name of the organization, by the way?
No.
It is from the comic. It's crap. It's like Rising shit. It has a very anime name.
Rising Spirit Tech.
Yes, Rising Spirit Technology.
Family?
Family.
You think Vin Diesel will ever have a Darth Vader like moment, but instead of no, it's just family?
Fast
I hope
10.
so.
Oh, there's that robot hand again. Which is just a glove. All right, I want to make a bet. I bet we only see him in grayed out skin for like 10% of the movie.
Yeah.
And that's
Maybe
like
at the very end, as
I think
like
that's like
he's
his
come
Super
up-
Saiyan moment.
Yeah, no, he's not going to be in his normal comic look, I bet, until like the very end, like you saw in the trailer.
Yeah.
Am I like the only one that thinks it's like a little weird that it's like because I assume like he does have the white skin at some point, but it's like having a dark skinned actor power up to be white skin. Like,
Yeah.
am I like the only one that thought that was like a little weird at first?
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I think in the comics they make it white, but it's supposed to be gray. Like his skin is dead, kind of. Like he's grayed out. It's not like Lobo where he's white.
Mm-hmm.
Insert joke about Vin Diesel's career here.
Well, like, and also, isn't Bloodshot in the comics like a Caucasian character?
He's Italian. Yeah, he was in the Mafia.
Yeah. Oh, I got shit on my
Holy
hand.
shit, you're Venom.
No, that reminds me of another movie. What am I thinking of?
Am I a robot,
Not Venom.
Doc?
Oh,
Why does it look like Wooly Willy just like bled out of his hand?
you know what it reminds me of? Oh my god, what's his name from? Shit. Australian Russell Crowe's first American movie with Denzel Washington, Virtuosity. Has anybody else ever seen that?
I've heard of it.
It's a very fun, bad sci-fi movie.
I'm
It's a
thinking.
movie very of its era.
Yes,
Like
when he
Johnny
gets-
Mnemonic.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
when
of
he-
like a modern movie that fact reminds me of, and I can't think of what. And it's not Venom. So this is the second time that Guy Pearce has played a evil technological
yeah.
Third
bad
time.
guy.
Well,
In
yeah.
a
This
comic book
is an
movie.
entire 12 minutes of
can't-
exposition dump.
I
Oh.
can't wait. I can't wait for the twist in this movie where Guy Pearce isn't the bad guy, but it's actually oh my god, I blank out the name. The joke's
Ben
ruined.
Kingsley?
They're- Ben Kingsley, yeah.
Well, I do have to say, in the comics, his character's not the villain. Which is the thing. He has a battery. So he has like a health bar. Or like a mana bar, I guess, in the comics in a way. So is this kind of similar to his origin in Iron Man?
No.
Because what's he?
No.
He has
because,
like MS or something in Iron Man, right?
No,
When he
because
makes
isn't
extremists,
he kind of
which
like
is
a put?
basically this.
I was gonna say, isn't he kind of a putz in Iron Man 3 at the beginning, and then like
I think he has a disease.
Yeah, I thought he had like walkers or something, but I couldn't.
Yeah, he has. Well, he has
remember.
like So this is extremists from Iron Man. So she can't go underwater though. So he sees out of his tits.
Yeah, like a police body cam.
Why wouldn't
I
they-
feel like why wouldn't you just put the cameras in his eyes then?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
that's a
Why
great
would you-
point.
Yeah,
You're asking the right
that's why I was
questions.
thinking, like, oh, it's the camera's in his eyes, and then you just go down, like, nope, never mind. Guess we're not going to be that smart. Wounded.
So I missed the part. So she has lung damage, and that's why she has a mechanical gill on her tits.
Yes, it's
So Vin Diesel just learned that he has nanotechnology in his body, and he gets introduced to all like these amazing like technological advances. He's like, I'm gonna go to bed. This is lame, you guys.
You guys are like fuckwad cyborgs.
Yeah, I don't play video games or read. I nerd and just like walked away. We go play
I don't
football.
play video games. We saw your Dungeons and Dragons set inside. Nerds.
Nerds,
nerd.
family.
I wonder if he's like part of his his contract is that he wears only black t-shirts. Like that's the majority of his
And
wardrobe.
white beaters.
And white beaters.
I'm pretty sure in every movie he wears the same thing. Is that? It's like
Not
is that-
Riddick.
No, Riddick he had a black.
No, he just wears
he has
the
a black
science
tank
fiction
top.
version of it.
Oh,
yeah, he has a
okay,
black
he
tank
does.
top.
Oh, back into
It's
the wife beater.
It's either a tank top or like a tight, super tight T-shirt, and that's it.
Is this Captain America scene where he destroys a heavy bag?
Yeah, he's gonna destroy everything.
Try to bring me back in the world, Cap. Sir.
I mean, you put a dude's head through a wall already, so he's probably destructive.
Or he just puts a hole right through the bag instead of knocking it 5
That
feet.
wouldn't happen anyway. Because even if you were that strong, because there's nobody holding the bag would just fling across from you because it's on a chain.
Also, it wouldn't
that's
happen
fast.
because Vin Diesel is not that strong as he thinks he is, I don't think. Granted, I'm also not that strong as Vin Diesel, so.
All I wanted to see, which I thought he was going to do the salmon ladder from Arrow. And then I was like, oh my god, that'd be awesome. I was like, there's no way he could do that. I'm going to take down this obviously very structural beam in this building.
The only beam in the room. He's just gonna knock it down.
Hey.
Yeah, awesome.
Now you know what he's going to do? He's like, hey, Pillar, you spoke shit about my family? Fuck you.
And that's going to come into play in the...
You know what? I was
So,
wondering why this music sounded kind of familiar, and I realized it's from the guy who scored like all the Transformers movies.
Okay,
yeah.
Why is he sweating?
Because he moved.
But like,
It's
wouldn't the
Robo
nanobots
sweat,
make
dude.
him not sweat? That's not Vin Diesel. That back shot.
Neither is that arm.
Neither of
his
his
He doesn't even
veins.
feel it.
He has both a stunt double and a body double.
I know that's hilarious.
I honestly, personally couldn't.
Also, why would he have to work out anymore?
Yeah, he wouldn't.
It's a creature comfort.
Well, he's like
Well,
trying to move.
I think,
like
based on what I read in the comics, he would still have to work out. What they do is like they control and kind of give him like a hormone boost, like his fight or flight. And he could working out would actually be helpful because he could stretch and rip his muscles apart, and then the nanites would just repair his muscles. And now we're watching
So he could
underwater
technically work
ballet.
out.
But
Maybe she's auditioning to be an Aquaman too. You don't know. This might not work out for her.
I just don't understand. Like, I thought she still has to breathe, but through her does her chest thing to separate water and air?
I would assume so.
Also, it's like she's like, I can't see who's over there because water's in my eyes.
She's underwater flirting with this guy. At least that's what Vin Diesel thinks, because... Does she have an ankle bracelet on? Like, tracking device?
Yeah, she's not allowed to leave. The set that
Oh,
is.
sorry. I didn't see you there.
Staring at my...
It's Vin Diesel trying to work out the logic of this movie. Oh, it's a kata.
Well, yeah, she was doing Tai Chi.
Okay.
This is who I am. I
he
do
looks
Tai Chi
so-
underwater now. It's just who I am.
He looked so old there, and this shot of his back, he looks so big.
Quick, how do I make my veins in my head look
And now I'm the
bulgier?
only woman hurt here. I do think it's like a little shitty that, of course, like the woman's the one that has like the chest biotic, so it's like,
Yeah.
oh, well, like
she's
her cleavage
titty
is
girls.
out because we gotta show off her cool gizmos.
That's the only reason, not to sell anything
Yeah.
else.
And she's totally going to be attracted to a guy who's like 7 years younger than her grandfather.
And looks like a potato.
Wait, wouldn't this be like the Flash where he can't get drunk?
Yes.
Unless you just get
Somebody just came in. Why was her face weird in that?
I don't know that.
She probably
What?
she's probably in on it.
Oh, my thought. Yeah, I think this is like a trigger for him to, so she knows.
Alcohol brings memory back.
No, I bet that he's been there for a while, and they say every day is his first day, and she knows that song is how he gets his like mission info.
They gave him super PTSD.
That's actually like him having
Wait,
been killed.
wait,
and having-
Her name is KT.
yeah, they explained that it stands for like her, like a what do you call it? It stands
Oh.
for something.
Oh, add another one
Katie?
to the Vin Diesel
Baby?
outfit. Tight black sweatshirts.
How does he have a truck already?
Because they're letting him go.
How does he remember how to drive?
Yeah, if he has no memory
Well,
of it.
it's
Well,
Vin Diesel. Of course, he's never
Yeah.
gonna forget how to
That's
drive.
the other thing in the comics, is that-
He's been in like 10 movies.
Matrix style, like the nanites give him like the ability to know all kung fu and how to master all weapons.
And wait,
Yeah, I think this is all of them.
I've got
playing
unfinished
for
business.
him.
He goes to find Jason Statham and beats the shit out of him. You killed Han. Martin Axe gets his Jiminy's rustled.
He's connected to a server.
Wait, what? That's what that
they can
was?
see his brain, and now he's accessing servers.
He's hacking.
Sir,
Interpol?
she's downloaded the internet.
he
So
is
he's
the
Chuck.
internet.
So he's Chuck. He's a beefier version of the show Chuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
it's-
much.
Yeah, like.
Oh wait,
Jordan-
it's like Tibbs and Dalton. I was like, oh shit, it's Hobbs and
Lucy
Shaw.
Eckler, feed me. I don't know. It's totally a fucking like prop up. Like it's totally like them. Yeah, trying to plug their boy.
Is anyone else watching this and is it very laggy, or is it just my connection?
It's a little jumpy, but that's just the
Sorry,
story.
something in mind, but I think that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Not on your fine listeners' end. This is our end.
Oh, it's about the same. So like,
Sir, he's downloading Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Sir, he's downloaded Ace Combat.
Dear Lord.
I mean, it's our afterburner.
So could
like
he
he downloaded
survive?
it after, like he already flew the plane.
No, I think he downloaded it like as he was getting in.
You know you have to ask for clearance to land,
Guys,
right?
don't you know that's how Spirit Airlines pilots fly the plane?
Now, here, if you're him, couldn't you just like fly the plane into his car, and then you'd be able to walk away because you're nanites?
Well, I'm pretty sure they don't want to like kamikaze in a movie. That's still
It'd
too
be
soon.
pretty fucking badass if he just flew the plane into that convoy.
You know, it'd be really cool if Vin Diesel turned himself into a cloud of nanites and floated his way to Budapest.
That
Like
would
Sand-
actually be a cooler concept than anything else in this movie.
You say that, but we saw that in Spider-Man 3 with Sandman when he floated around, and it was real fucking dumb looking.
It's dumb looking, but like kind of cool. Especially if he's nanites, he could just constantly consume and like create more.
Yeah,
of
I
them.
think this is bullshit because that Indian guy who I don't know if they said his name is the smiling and happy. So I think that this is all set up, and Toby Kebbell is a red herring villain.
He's a good guy. We're gonna find out this guy's actually like making seeds that help the
You know what?
poor
I
people
bet
grow.
this is going to be like digital version of Wanted. Where
Yeah,
like
but see, Wanted was a fun movie.
a fun movie based off of a horrible comic book.
Mark
I got
Millar,
into
he's
comics partially because I wanted to read what that was based on.
I heard the
But,
game isn't bad.
The game was
The game
cool.
is pretty
Comics
good.
is bad.
Yeah.
The movie is okay.
Yeah.
It's a sequel, isn't it?
Yeah.
but
Okay.
the game is a sequel, and it has a
So
lot of
he's
fun
in
with
the
that.
Mack truck.
So wait.
Why? That's some terrible CGI. Why would you hit this Mack truck into the wall first?
Yes, that's why.
So like,
I think maybe to
I wonder
make
if
it look like an
Bob would
accident
say
too.
oh, for some reason I thought they were underwater. I'm like, how the hell did they get underwater?
What was in that Mack truck that it's snowing inside?
Was it a chemical truck and it's like a fire hydrant exploded? Well, fire
Fire. He
extinguisher.
said he just said
No,
what it
that's
was.
definitely snow.
No, maybe I'm a little
Yes.
ahead.
Yeah, he said it's flour.
Oh, I just got to that.
Which is even dumber. But I actually kind of like it at the same time.
This is how Vin Diesel gets white as Bloodshot. It's just a bunch of
He just
flour.
puts flour on himself.
he does
like,
flour as
oh,
camo.
He like rises out of the flour like Schwarzenegger Predator.
So he's Sandman. He's like Sandman with flour.
I just feel like this is going to be like, oh, now Vin Diesel should play Kratos because he's also like white. Like,
Absolutely not.
I would
Yeah, like-
actually love that. I support that.
I
No.
would only. Jason Momoa
Okay.
would be like probably the best person to play Kratos.
Jason Momoa or wants to play him.
all right, I think I'm 100% right because look how Toby Kebbell is dressed like a nerd.
Yeah,
He's-
he's like a
he's in a
geek. He's got headphones.
Was that
He's
Triple
like-
H?
No.
No.
No, he can't do an accent.
Or act.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
all
he's
saw
in-
him in
I would've-
Blade
I would have
Trinity.
brought that up if there was a wrestler in this movie.
I'm gonna look to see if there is now. I'm curious.
Well, he's not a wrestler, but there's one former MMA UFC guy who's in like every fucking thing because he's like 6'5" and like 300 pounds of like
Oh.
shithouse. He's the guy in the first episode of The Mandalorian that's like the asshole at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in everything. He's in Westworld. He's in like every movie where there's like a gigantic dude who's an asshole.
Oh, let's take the car.
Is he cloaked? Oh no, he doesn't need to be cloaked.
That would be Crisis, and that would be cool.
All right, the sound design in this is hilarious because the squishes whenever he hits somebody.
Also, Vin Diesel
Oh.
can't do any of that.
Nice.
That was a funny kill. Wouldn't they be like not able to breathe?
That guy can't.
Well, he's ready for the coronavirus with his balaclava.
Yeah, he's thinking ahead.
Oh,
Oh shit!
See, way crazier. Oh, I thought he was gonna use it to like kill him.
That was not bad looking.
So I guess he was a scientist from
oh,
like the
his
team
chest
that beat
Okay.
him.
red.
What I think they did is I think they swapped his character with Guy Pearce's character's names. Because in the wiki it said there was a scientist who worked on it that left and joined another company when he didn't agree with what they were doing.
Why would he
Screwed,
get out of
not
the car
fucked,
and run?
he's screwed.
Because I think they locked him in. Oh, if you're hearing it echo, that is not the connection, that is the movie.
Well, they're in a
Gunshots
tunnel
be
shooting
real
guns.
loud,
I don't
y'all.
think I can hear it. I mean, like I can hear an echo.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, because it's
No flower.
Vin Diesel emerges from the flower cloud.
There's
I
some
actually
like
I kind
They're
of
like-
like this fight scene.
I was gonna say, like, there's some kind of cool
See-
things about this fight scene, and there's some kind of like really boring things about this fight. Like, it's like the setting's cool, but it's like not shot particularly like
I think
exciting.
there was no
Oh, wait.
conviction in
So
that
they're
shot
gonna-
of him.
So the Bloodshot thing is a glowy thing on his chest?
I think
That-
so.
Or because he's never going to take his shirt off?
It's gonna melt off his shirt, and you're just gonna see like an arc reactor in his chest.
What you know? What the problem
I
is?
will say, I
What
think
the parts you're talking about, John,
Style
is
really coming in here, and I'm not saying that sarcastically. I'm being serious. Like visually, this is kind of cool.
Whoa!
Okay, like that's cool.
that was pretty cool. The problem is it's so much slow motion.
I mean, the slow motion of that guy exploding was kind of cool.
Well, that was cool. But I mean, like everything Vin Diesel does action.
Okay, for a second, I thought it pushed him so hard he turned to dust.
Did you throw flour in that guy's face? Like pocket sand?
It's saying cool, like that.
I thought
Oh,
Vin Diesel
dear.
was going to do like a
Oh.
full. Ooh.
Ooh.
See, that looks cool because
But
it
that's
wasn't in
not-
slow motion. Like that was a like a 2-minute fight scene that was 90% in slow motion.
So
That was
the
30
Frieza Goku
seconds.
fight that lasted like 5 minutes.
I want him to just knock on the window.
What?
Oh, that actually works for me too.
They just locked the door.
Yeah.
And he just walks away.
Oh, this is kind of. Is he just gonna smash his head into it? Oh, a grenade. All right, that was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. Cool. Cool.
How is this
There's-
movie not R?
Because it's not
Yeah.
blood; it's nanites. None of those guys have blood. They just became like body
Flour.
nanites. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Sure.
And he made it all the way here.
See, look, he has like a mana level. His mana is low.
Oh, he like runs on gasoline.
I think it's a gasoline tank of nanites. Oh no, they're burning it. Why even give a fuck?
Evidence.
Oh, she's in her tactical yoga pants.
But like a poofy shirt.
This actually very much reminds me of Blade 2, since we brought up Blade. I feel like she's exactly like the female character in that movie. She even looks like her.
Oh, the princess?
Yeah. Where she's like kind of on his side and doesn't know how fucked up everything is, but like kind of does. I'm staring at you through my tits. Because I have tit
Motherfucker.
cameras.
Hey, my eyes are down here.
That is the dumbest thing ever. Although I gotta look up who this guy is because he looks really familiar. Does
Alex
anybody remember what
Hernandez.
Camera Boy's name is?
I think Tibbs?
Oh, do you know who he is?
Who?
He is the guy that you play as in Mafia 3.
No shit.
Oh.
That's Lincoln.
Oh, he was also in a TV show I watched too. Unreal, that my wife watched.
I wonder if like the gum under the table is like, this is how many times this has happened before.
Oh, and this guy's
Each
going to be
version.
There's
like,
8 pieces of gum under there.
yeah. And this guy's going to be like Ron Perlman in Blade 2, where he's like a douche about it.
I should have been Bloodshot.
This guy's not as fun as Ron Perlman.
Yeah, he's also just like wickedly stupid. Man, you can have so much fun with this type of character, but he's just boring.
He's
Well,
not.
like,
He's not chewing the scenery enough.
Yeah, like this
He
is
should be
such.
what you hate the most on screen.
Oh, and again, this is straight from Blade, the first Blade movie, when they had him lay on the table with the spikes to drain his blood. It's very similar looking.
Yeah, Blade's just a good movie too.
The first two
Except Blade
are.
3. Yeah.
Yeah,
Blade
well.
3. Blade 3 is a good movie for other reasons.
Hey,
I
it all comes
actually
out here
don't
in
think Blade
Vancouver.
2 is all that good any.
Am I
But
adding
Ryan-
that to the list?
Ryan Reynolds versus Triple H.
The Pomeranian. Blade 2 is like, it's
It has its moments. The blood pack
It has its
scenes were like
moments.
really good. Like the whole sewer sequence was really good.
and the character designs are really cool because it's all that's Guillermo, isn't it?
No, that's David.
Yeah,
Boyd.
yeah, it
No,
was.
it's
Oh,
Guillermo.
no, and two.
No,
Two
Blade 2 is
Guillermo.
Guillermo, yeah.
That's
That's
where
what I
I
mean.
learned about him.
Yeah, like the design for the other vampires is awesome looking. What is the name of the douchey guy? Is it Eric?
That's a real
In-
douche name.
No,
In
Eric's
what?
the Indian guy.
Who? Guy Pearce?
No, Eric's the tech support guy.
I think it's Dalton.
I think it's Sam. This,
It's the guy from Outlander.
yes, yeah, Jimmy Dalton. Yeah,
Are they using his loadouts? Oh, they're just like
Yeah, it's
making
like a video game.
recreating the
They're
scene.
literally opening up Unreal
Yeah.
3 right now. They're changing the render, and then they're just like baking the lighting again.
Oh, so
They're
here's
using visual
a.
scripting, and I'm like,
see, I
I'm
think this
really
would have
turned
worked
on.
better as an idea if they didn't reveal this twist in the trailer, because this is halfway through the movie and we're getting this twist.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Oh God, we're at the
if I had
halfway
seen
mark
this.
already. Holy
We're
crap!
at 47 minutes. This movie is kind of moving at a good pace because it starts with a huge action sequence, then booty call for 10 seconds, and then a huge action sequence, then 20 minutes of
This
What do you call
also
it?
isn't feeling like Cats, where it's just cramming so much in every
Yeah.
frame in every scene.
she's in on it too.
the guy with no legs sticks to his script and being a dick. Why
Yeah.
can't you?
Like camera tits is like doing his job of like not
Being
doing
camera
anything.
tits.
He has absolutely no reason to exist. Because what tactical advantage does it have having cameras on your chest?
Yes.
Because at least they explained hers where like she can't be poisoned through gases. And other guy, I guess, is fast.
Yeah, boy, he has robot legs. Of course he's gonna be
Yeah.
fast.
Ooh, talking about the military-industrial complex.
Topicals.
I feel like if this was like 7 years ago, not Kumail Nanjiani, what's his name?
Cal Penn.
Cal Penn would have played that character. And like that would be like 7 years ago. 4 years ago, that would have been Kumail Nanjiani. Now he's too big for that.
I mean, he's an internal now.
Yeah.
He's
fucking-
also ripped as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, because that guy's been in nothing.
I know him from Mafia 3 only because I spent a good time.
Oh no, I'm talking about Indian guy, not camera tits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Indian guy
Oh,
was
that screen in the background there was poorly edited onto the actual screen. Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Okay, would you like to know something rather amusing about the guy who plays the douche here?
Yes.
So this is not his first brush with superhero anything. He was Batman in one of those like Batman Live spectaculars over in the UK.
Oh really?
Wait,
Yes.
what?
Like, you know those like go see Marvel's Universe Live or something like that. Those touring shows where it's like all stunt spectaculars.
I'm from Canada, dude. I've never even heard of that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so over here in America, they have these like stunt spectacular shows over here that are like really cheesy, really stupid, but they have like superheroes and like one I think has like a Scooby-Doo one I heard was coming out. I saw an ad for. But so there's a Batman one, and they did it in England, and this guy who plays the douche here played Batman.
Yeah, his big thing is that he's an Outlander, or he is the Outlander. Which that show is still going on, I think, right?
It is. But like the Marvel superhero one was like, yo, let's see who can do the most stunts and get the most like selfies while we do stunts. And I'm like, this is terrible. Ha!
I'm triggered by that.
Just remove the Indian guy and put Lou in there. He's like, yeah, I'm from Jersey.
I like how he's also the only one in the gamer chair.
Gamers do rise up.
Oh
Hey,
my
man,
god,
gamers, they're everywhere.
there's two other people in the room that we have not heard speak.
He actually has a framed copy of
Oh,
Bad Boys
shit.
2 on his
You got a
desk, and that's
small-
kind of cool.
Damn,
small
small
dick Indian
PP.
Oh, there's an Asian girl that just shook her head at him.
Nice, nice. All right, well, that covered the entire studio's diversity hires for the year.
Okay, I like how we're like kind of fast forwarding this. Oh look, it's the like, camera tits.
Yeah, I like that. It's a
Okay, I do like the fact that we are not going over again because it's like
I actually want to see them do it like 5 more times.
dude.
like, I
I was
wanna
thinking the
see
same thing. Let's see, like 5 years from now, them just
Yeah, I want to see
constantly
them like speed up the montage faster and faster and faster. Because there is still half a movie left, so yeah, like why is like Wouldn't you just fire her?
She's going to be a target, and that's going to be what snaps him out of it.
I like how the Indian tech guy has he's wearing a company hoodie.
His pee-pee.
Wait, is this a running joke? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
Yes.
I want a cybernetically enhanced dong.
Look at my Magnum dong.
You know he's gonna get killed really hard because he's the only nerd that got speaking lines. Do they literally leave a pickup truck there every time for him to steal?
It's not stealing if he's supposed to do it.
But yeah, I know. But I mean, like specifically just the pickup.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love that now that we know what's going on, Guy Pearce isn't putting as much effort into it.
Well, this is kind of what was going on the entire time. But last time, I guess we saw it from Vin Diesel's perspective. This time, we're seeing it from their perspective.
Yeah, like why is this dude even in the room with them?
Because he's the jealous
Hat
one.
on.
I should have been Bloodshot.
Yeah, I only got fucking robot legs. I can just kick people in the dick really hard.
And jump. I can't, blow up a person's... What was it? He, laid on a grenade and blew up the car. Is that
Oh my
what he did?
god!
Oh no, he's playing Ghost Recon!
But he has the PS4 controller with the Sony Xperia cell phone attached to it.
It is a Sony movie, and they
Does
love putting
that
their
phone
phones in
even
there.
exist anymore?
No.
No.
They're beyond that now.
In Bloodshot's room, was there a PSP Go for him to play?
Oh, I wish.
Act on the world.
I gotta
More
do
product
it like
placement
that.
for by Sony.
That's the one you go for is PSP, not the Vita.
I specifically went PSP Go.
That's the most niche console.
I love how they're doing so much to show off this fake arm.
They gotta justify all the budget.
I mean, hey, robot arms always look kind of cool.
I've always team robot.
Oh, that nerd is married. Okay, I still just want to comment on her outfit. So, all the other men are wearing, tactical gear, and she's wearing, yoga workout gear with, a flare.
It's tactical, actually.
How dare you?
Look at what she's wearing compared to everybody else.
No, I see. Vin Diesel was make her sexy.
That guy's a comedic actor, I believe.
Yeah,
I've seen this guy before.
That is Lamorne Morris. He's from New
Maureen
Girl.
Morris. I know you're talking.
What a svelte tracksuit.
Oh, all of us techies know what's up.
It's a small group.
Huh.
Yeah,
He's really
that's a
smart,
great-
guys.
He's like Kevin Smith in that one
Oh,
Die Hard
Die
movie.
Hard.
Die Hard movie.
He's gonna
Watch me hop into my command center.
he's gonna EMP Vin Diesel and he's just gonna pass out.
No, he's gonna use that Apple remote to control him.
Now,
Like I don't get.
Wait,
Like, I
is his
know.
body collapsing?
Yeah, well,
I
they're just monitoring his vitals. But what I
Well,
don't
they're monitoring his vitals through infrared. It's like the whole fight's in infrared.
what I don't get is there obviously the woman is KT is like sad about this, but I feel like they aren't doing a good job of explaining why, besides she's a woman.
Yeah, well, women are inherently caring by nature. You don't have to write that into the character because that should already be a given. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
So, okay, if we're correct, Bloodshot is killing guys who are not bad,
They
And-
used to work for the company.
and
Yeah.
the bad guy is Guy Pearce, who's a bad guy because he's killing people who worked on Bloodshot.
Bloodshot or the company, I think.
I think this movie just kind of suffers from like a very diabolical villain.
Well, it suffers from like we need to get him to be Bloodshot, and then what?
Yeah, and it's like after that we're like, we don't know.
Because it's the problem with like a comic book like this where the comic can go through like a year to like work through the backstory.
I like that the
all the
symbol was a
technical
nuclear
reasons.
bomb.
everything goes down within the whole city district.
He swapped out. That 100% looks like they put some CGI effects on like an Apple TV remote.
Yeah, they've done some pretty bad rotoscoping so far. I wouldn't put it past them. But yeah,
This is why she has like that outfit so that we could see her like chest skills. All right.
bottom 40.
Wait, he's literally jumper cabling him?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, he
'cause
plugged
doesn't
plugged
have
him in
any
USB-C.
technology.
He has to use a Thunderbolt cable.
God damn, that open source code, man.
Why is he yelling?
Because he's probably
needs to
also getting
overact.
shocked.
Yeah, that was like.
Vin Diesel looks like he has confused grandpa look on his face.
Look.
Well, he is a confused old man now. do really like the alliteration.
Wilford Wiggins is a stupid ass name. I'm sorry.
Wilford
whoa,
Wiggins
hold on.
is a total comic book name.
Yeah, I don't
love that
mind it.
name.
My brain's noodles.
Yes. Not good. I do actually want a reaction gif of that face. That's very good.
That was
I felt like that at least several times this week.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, can you say that one more time? It sounded like you were eating rocks.
Go.
Crazy that he just like figures all of this out in an instant.
Vin Diesel tried really hard to cry right there.
He's genetically disposed to not crying though. There's no moisture on him.
Vin Diesel tries to fit himself into a mold that he's not really built for, but like he has like really kind of like a like an actual quality that's like there, but it's just like he keeps him, again, he's like a square peg that turns himself into a round hole.
Coincidentally, Surround, they're great band.
Ha. Get it? Superpowers. Lol.
My friend.
Oh, I thought he was gonna put a cup on top, because like before, like in the flower, they went back to his body. They went back home.
I did read, which is interesting.
He's section these ones up.
So Jeff Lemire kind of rebooted it, and in part of it, it said that the nanites become kind of like self-aware, and they worship Bloodshot as like a god.
Oh, okay, that's actually pretty baller.
let's worship Vin Diesel.
Yeah, well, it's funny because like in that Jeff Lemire run of Bloodshot, Blood Squirt, when he shows up, it's drawn by Jeff Lemire, and it's like if anyone's ever seen Jeff Lemire's art, is very distinct.
It's a Dodge Challenger, or whatever the fuck he drives in those Fast and Furious movies.
It's gonna be that muscle car from the Fast movie.
That was a Mercedes that he gave up.
It still would have a battery though.
I mean, like, I think
Don't
when he
talk
says
about-
no electronic parts, it's like something that they can't follow.
Oh, but he used an EMP. I thought that's why they wouldn't work. Like, it still has a car battery.
Oh, does a
Well,
would
a car battery wouldn't be affected. Yeah.
Would it? I thought it would be.
No.
I think everything electronic.
It is
like,
chemical.
taken-
Like, it is like it makes electricity chemically, so maybe it doesn't.
I think you need to like jump start it again.
No, like when EMPs go off, like older cars will still work, but like the newer ones won't because they have like computer circuits and stuff like that. That's why you gotta get like you gotta find like an old manual when like a bomb goes
Oh.
off.
You're gonna send in. Wait, does he have cameras on his shoulder too?
Okay, wait, what?
He also has cameras on his back, so he has like 360-degree vision.
I think he does. I think they're like on the top and on the sides of his shoulders. Now, why would he turn his head and give him a look and not turn his chest and give him a look?
Probably because it's human nature to turn your head.
Yeah. And why wouldn't they just also put in cameras in his eyes, like with all the other cameras?
Yeah, well, dude, come on. We don't get a lot of answers in this movie.
Shit, he somehow found a jean jacket and a black shirt.
God, he's resourceful. Crazy that he just Googled her.
I was kind of
Really?
hoping. I was kind of hoping
Really?
she wasn't real, or she didn't know who he was. Like she was like some actress they put.
Or like he was such an asshole actually that she just sees him and she just slaps him.
Yeah.
Remember how in the really good movie Moon, Sam Rockwell calls his wife and it turns out like his daughter answers and she's like 20 and everything's all fucked up? How great that scene was. I wish that scene was here.
Oh?
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Family.
Paul Walker Jr. Yeah, family.
I actually really hope that's not.
I got eyes on Daisy now.
Wait, how long was he gone? Was it just?
Oh, hang on. Whoa.
Hey, Lou, remember what you said?
Yeah, I actually kind of like this twist better.
Like, this is like really kind of rad, and it's a shame they gave this away in the trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah, because this is actually like a really like brutal fucking twist. It's just like, oh fuck. They just
I'm gonna get my dad to watch this and he's gonna enjoy it way more than I
so
am.
like in this world, they actually just got like they broke up and got divorced. And then he died overseas.
No, from what it sounds like, she was like, "Just stay home this time," and he didn't listen. Just went overseas, as he was said. He always comes back, but this time he didn't, and she just got remarried. Looks like.
But she said they settled it, so I think they got divorced before or like they broke up beforehand.
Oh man.
Full
Huh.
of
God,
blue goo. Whoa, his arm changed all sorts of weirdness.
Did his arm just expand like a balloon?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right. I really hope he rips off legs and beats him with them.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
It's like, quick, I have a helmet. I'll be cool with
What's-
my...
I have a
Camera
Tron style dirt bike. Wait, is he shooting camera drones into the air?
Yes.
Okay, I don't mind this.
Yeah, he's the cameraman.
And he's wearing a helmet that looks like he should be in Destiny.
Okay, his helmet's really cool.
The cameraman can.
Actually, yeah, I really dig the camera.
That
his
looks
hand-
like
his hand is
Taskmaster.
awesome.
But so
This is good. This is a better Taskmaster than actual Taskmaster.
I don't know. I think the Taskmaster costume looks
So-
cool.
why wouldn't legs be like jumping up in the air like and running across the tops of buildings?
The budget.
Yeah, I was
they
gonna say
couldn't
that's not
afford
on their
that.
budget, Lou.
Okay. Alright,
Or
I didn't
that.
mind that scene. Now this is reminding me of the first G.I. Joe movie, that scene.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, the really
all the
good
movies
scene.
to remind you of.
No, but the exosuit chase scene. It has very similar CGI. Now, do you think it's just his legs or is it his lower body? Did they say?
I think just his legs.
Okay.
I would say his lower half, because that would explain why he's a real dick.
He's a dick because he doesn't have one. Also, they're in Europe. What cops in
I don't-
Europe have guns?
The Italian ones.
This isn't Italy though. This is English. England.
These are the
Is it
only
England?
Italian
'Cause
cops.
Those are some
Yeah.
pretty.
I think it's like Westminster or whatever it is.
Those cops look Mexican.
He's so powerful. Why did you
I'm
think to shoot? Why didn't you
disappointed
just shoot?
That camera guy's not getting better stuff. Oh shit! He got his legs run
He's
over.
fucking shaking bad.
He needed those.
He lost his legs twice now.
I feel bad for the guy driving the car because now he has to live with whatever he's seeing.
He's like, I just saw CGI in real life. I just shit my pants.
I hate this.
Vin Diesel just grabs a piece and is just like, "You should have walked better." Or some kind of like make some kind of like poor leg joke. Just like, no.
Oh God, no.
Well, it's like, why would she not think that he would have like a doodad to turn off her
Yeah.
breastplate?
Also, we knew that doodad was going to be in his arm, so you know that arm is going to get ripped off.
Yeah, and maybe he's gonna beat him with
I
his
really
own
want to see
arm.
that scene. I really
If
want to
this-
see that scene.
If this movie was R, Vin Diesel should rip it off and fist him with it.
Well, I just got in a different cult. That's my different.
Like the way they treated him with that twist, like all the nerds are like, "Oh, don't look at us."
They're unmodified, so they don't stand a chance.
Well, yeah, they're unmodified, so they do stand a chance. They
Yeah,
don't
you
have doohickeys in them to stop them.
Yeah, imagine if that guy got his Cybodong, like he could just turn it off.
Oh,
Or just turn it on.
Mm.
1 in 3 men, you know.
I'm enjoying this a lot better than Cats.
Again, but okay, I do have to point again. She's again wearing tactical yoga pants and a sweater.
It's the tactical boot.
I guess she's supposed to be undercover, but wherever they are, like, wouldn't they be like, "Why is there a random hottie here?"
So,
He's trying to do like a James Bond.
I'm probably
Nice.
Her implant does nothing for the situation, right?
Look, man, we can't have the lady be more powerful than the man. Am I right?
Vin Diesel did produce this, so I'll leave that up to you.
Because this does invoke a problem I have with action movies. Like, she's what, like 120 pounds?
I'm kind of surprised she didn't do the tilt-a-whirl head spin that like Scarlett Johansson does in every movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, actually, I love that move where you use the extendable baton to like hit somebody. It's like very cartoony, but I really like it.
I feel like I wouldn't really do anything.
It wouldn't do anything, but like when you see it in movies or comics, I think it's just like a cool.
When you
little
go like
detail.
through them,
No, I had a
Like
friend
a-
who had
like
a
a-
tactical baton. It doesn't come out that fast, like or
Oh.
that hard.
it's not like a xenomorph mouth going into your brain.
No,
That would be rad.
it would just be like getting poked in the head, like slightly hard by like a fake knife. Oh shit, he's in the Matrix. Because that's basically what this is, right?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's the Matrix.
Vin Diesel, did you know Kung Fu?
Matrix. This is more like the fake tricks. Am I right, fellas?
Oh yeah, got him.
All right, so if he's going to explain everything, why would they even bother? Why wouldn't they just wipe him and move on?
Because he's the villain. They always have to
They love
Monologue.
do their whole
monologues.
monologue. Yeah.
That's the only part. That's the best part of Watchmen. It's like, why would I tell you this if I already did everything 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, and that's why Watchmen's a superior show.
Wasn't this in the trailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
They gave the best parts away.
There's a half hour left of this movie.
Really?
Yes.
And it is
This
longer
movie
than
has
Cats.
a pace that's like pretty great, I have to say.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's better than Cats, but it is okay so far.
It's what it is.
I don't
it's-
hate it. I'm coming off more negative than I'm trying. I think I'm just playing it up for a bit, but like it does have moments where it's really cool, and then
Well, it's
Yeah,
it's
really
like
dumb at times.
it's like
acting's fun.
it's 5 to 10 minute long exposition dumps, like surrounded by crazy action set pieces,
yeah, like I bet.
and
it's
and
just
Vin
seeing
Diesel
that, like,
moodily staring down.
he looks at the ground so much in this movie.
That's his move.
No,
There's
he's got
the
a
yell.
scream.
Family.
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 You took my family.
Oh, just like Paul Walker.
He wants to let his accent out.
Oof.
It's like, bitch, I hit the reset button. Like, why even bother doing that, though?
Somebody's got a monologue.
You know what this makes
Oh.
me think of is like, so we get like these, I would say Bloodshot's what, like a D-list comic book character?
I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't we gotten a Gundam movie? And is that the Metal Gear Solid arm in that case?
Dude, that'd be so
Uh,
cool. No joke,
the-
I have that arm behind me right now, and that is a damn good close one.
The It director was tied to a Gundam movie, I believe.
I feel like they keep talking about it, but
Oh,
then
wait,
like,
no.
They were talking
the-
about it recently about the Gundam
Robotech,
movie.
not Gundam.
Robotech was the It director.
and isn't Robotech like 4 different animes combined into one thing?
Robotech's super fucking rad. Like, don't let anyone ever tell you different.
I have no. I watched at some point. I watched it.
I'm looking at last thing about Gundam was Brian K. Vaughan was penning a script for it.
Like, can you not just do like? I guess the problem is it has to be a series. It has to be a bunch of movies, no matter what, because
And that was last year.
it's also
so
super
I'm
expensive. But
ever
like,
in pre-production in. Yeah, but giant robots are fucking cool.
they are like they made Transformers movies, so like you can't do like a 3 movie deal to do like Gundam Wing.
I mean, like, here's the thing: everything's dictated by like,
producers at the end of the day. Like, there's like a really famous story about X-Men franchise where they didn't want to use Sentinels because like one of the producers for X-Men thought giant robots were really stupid, and that's why we didn't get Sentinels until X3
for half a second.
And then you
for
were
like a second.
Almost 8 years later.
All right,
And
for
it's
being
like-
a top secret military installation, this place is the shittiest security.
I mean, it's the kind of security that a $40 million film can buy.
Why does she have a special
Wait,
glass
this is
USB?
$14 million?
No, 40.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, this looks great for $14 million.
I mean,
What, the
like, this
budget for
movie
this
doesn't
movie?
look bad. I mean, this movie doesn't look bad for $40 million.
Good.
45, if we're being
With this
technical.
movie is that it kind of suffers from overproduction for some of the special effects, where they look too fake or like too real, where it enters uncanny. But like all the
And also, the
prosthetics, and
story
everything-
is super boring, but
yeah. Well, there's a lot of problems we could drag with the story, but we're not going to do that to this movie.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that right now, at least.
yeah, we dragged Vin Diesel enough.
Yeah, I feel like I've been pretty negative.
Why doesn't he
towards him.
just turn off her air?
That's a great point.
He's not in range.
Great.
I assume there was a thing where they just like announced that like that they turned off things and we don't know, or maybe it has a range.
Sacrificing myself for you, for family.
What did she just do?
Bomb.
Or she like woke him up.
Oh, hell yeah. Ah,
That's that PG-13. They can't say bitch.
No, they get one fuck. You get one fuck a movie.
We're all waiting for that to happen.
This is so much like Die Hard. Oh, was it Live Free, Die Hard? Like
The Kevin Smith.
People.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Justin Long and like the other guy hacking each other.
Yo, I have that exact keyboard.
It's probably a Sony keyboard of
He
some
probably
kind.
got the job because they're like, you look like a nerd. Do you have a gaming computer that we could use for this movie?
Yeah, please bring your own mechanical keyboard. Thank you.
What country was this filmed in? Because I feel like this is like
Some of
it's
it
gotta
looks
be
like
an Eastern European like country.
I'm looking. Hang on. They've shot it in South Africa, Prague, and Budapest.
Prague and Budapest are like known for just being like you could just do whatever you want for cheap.
Just like Budapest, am I right?
Yeah.
Something you'll
yeah.
never find out.
they'll hint at it. I don't ever want to hear that story.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh.
All right, that was funny. All right, that's
He's
fine.
actually like one of the better parts
He's
of this
the
movie.
best part of the movie, actually. Where did she get all that?
I'm more mad that I just opened up a beer and it's bad.
That's
it went like
unfortunate.
it went bad in the can. Like it's flat.
Oh, it's like, ugh.
Ha!
How did she hack him?
Counter-hacked.
Or did she have Wiggins?
She had
Oh.
Wiggins hack it.
Wiggins built her a
Old
firewall.
WW. Isolated her in the
It
system.
would be amazing if the initials were www, and then he would just go by dot
Oh, they both.
I
gonna put
hack
on, like-
everything.com.
That would be great.
Ooh, I kind of like. We should have
That's the
seen
Matrix.
more of this. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
why
her
do we get
outfits?
all the coolest stuff at the end of the movie?
Because that's where the budget went.
Yeah,
We got,
100%.
like,
I bet
20
they filmed
minutes.
this first.
Well, I'll be like,
Oh,
yeah.
they got hyper advanced knives and brass knuckles. Is that like a Mandalorian
Dude,
rocket
sick.
launcher?
No, it's the robo arms.
It's the robot tentacle looking.
Oh,
Whatever.
so he's gonna dress like Elysium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what.
kind
Like
of,
they
but
literally
they're
just
gonna be, like,
screw something to
pincers
his
or something.
spine.
This guy better put on that fucking helmet again, because otherwise I'll be real disappointed.
Oh, look, he found another black T-shirt and black pants.
Like to even like compare like the idea that Bloodshot is the Punisher, it's like Wiggins is basically Microchip.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we could have a Bloodshot, but with the brutality of the Punisher series.
I read about this. This is. So remember when this movie came out in real time, and see how bad this bit would play off right now.
Well, she's definitely not.
So
social
is that
distancing.
poison? Like, what's the deal?
I mean, like if someone walked into your work area carrying like grenades that blew smoke out, wouldn't you also just
But they're
run out?
red. They're red smoke.
Freak out.
Oh, I do have to say, yeah, we haven't. He's not turned gray in this movie once.
Right, she's immune to poison. Or any sort of like
Because
breathing.
she has
It will blow up.
She has
There
a
it goes.
mechanical gills.
Yes.
Wouldn't that blow off the glass in her face?
I mean that's a kind of cool shot, so who cares?
Yeah.
That's why I want to move.
Oh, the thing I'm talking about is like, so notice the basketball. There's a bit he's going to do that I read about that is very not timely to be in this movie for when it came out.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, is he gonna go Kobe?
Kobe. And much. Oh, you know what?
Because I think this came out like
A
2
month.
weeks after. Yeah,
Yeah,
month.
but I mean, like, it's not like that joke is in its own like.
Oh no,
model.
it's a
Like,
thing.
People always do Kobe all the time.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's a tribute.
This looks goofy, but I fucking actually love it. I like the idea of this.
No, I
like,
love
exosuit.
exosuits. They're it's like my favorite subgenre of science fiction. I just want
Yeah,
more
that's
of
why
it.
people like Otto Octavius.
Yeah, exactly. He's so cool.
Wait, so the exoskeletons don't work like separately from him? Like, would it make more sense to have like the arms and then
Yeah,
his
like
other arms
like
work
Dr.
differently?
Octopus style.
Yeah.
My
I mean, I
guess,
still think this looks
Then they're
kind of
more
cool.
like power loader style.
yeah,
than they
my guess
are-
is it doesn't because he doesn't wear it all the
This
time.
looks not good CG.
Oh no, this looks like a bad Deus Ex on PS3.
I was gonna say bad, like 2007. Like kind of how Spider-Man.
Does that guy have
I-
sneakers on?
Yeah, he's got some green kicks.
Oh, this is the CGI. If when they're above and you look down, like the elevator roof looks so bad.
I gotta say, when when it's like kind of choppy like it is right now, I
Oh
think that's due to
no,
the CG. Oh, this looks bad.
that looks so bad.
Oh, I mean, this isn't Cat's bad, but ooh.
It's PS3 graphics. Whenever they pull away and it's obviously not them, like right when
You know, and I think that was like kind of the appeal of that flower scene was like they did like a lot of like smoke and mirrors to kind of hide a lot of the kind of limitations of the budget. And it's
Mhm.
like here it's just like why would you not try and like do the same thing?
Oh, they had their one F-bomb.
Yeah, they wasted
so he
it,
just
too.
ditched camera guy because it's not like camera guy can get up there.
Yeah, what's he gonna do in this situation?
hang on with your 75 cameras.
Oh, I think he just let one of them. I think he's gonna let the camera guy die.
Yeah, it's easier to let a character fall to death in a PG-13 movie than to actually kill them. So, kind of makes
Like,
sense.
I kind
Batman.
of like the fact that camera guy has on like Adidas track shoes is so distracting to me that they're neon yellow. Fuck you, you're just made of cameras.
I hated
Yep,
your
see?
camera tits.
He's walking drones. Oh,
Guys.
this is bad. CGI.
Guys, what if this
Yeah.
is all in the simulation also?
Oh, dude, I love Inception.
Oh god, this is
Ooh.
some bad CGI. This is like Spider-Man 2, like the Doc Ock
Spider-Man
fight.
2 for sure.
I mean, let's be fair. This is like Spider-Man 3.
I'm literally.
Oh,
Grayskin?
he's gonna turn
Grayskin?
gray.
There we go.
Oh, he's Bloodshot now.
Well, he kind of just got like a little grayer.
Yeah, Cops, honestly, such a fucking gem. Like, I'm
Is that it?
Cool.
Did he even need to go Bloodshot mode?
Did he even need to go going ghost?
Real talk, I would love a live action Danny Phantom movie. Like, where's that
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah, of course he did. Because I saw that your avatar is the box ghost.
Nice.
I'm the box ghost.
Beware!
He just throws.
Dude, awesome. Beat him to death with it, though.
cut your own.
Well, he fisted his truck with that arm.
That is cool.
Would love it if Wiggins just drives his
But-
little truck and is like, "Hi, is me."
So not only do the nanites protect Vin Diesel, but they protect his shirts.
They like the
'Cause-
shirt.
Yeah,
But
they
this-
repaired the shirts with his own blood.
Yeah, because this is why like he shouldn't be this character because this character doesn't wear shirts.
Oh yeah,
ever.
he's barely gray. Oh,
I'm kind
Yeah.
of annoyed that there's no crowd noise.
Oh, no one. There's no people. I think the IMDb has the cast at like 20 people.
I can see that.
Is he gonna do like a nanite spirit bomb?
No, it's like he was absorbing all the nanites that were taken from him.
He'd be dead by the end of that sentence if it was that actual level.
Like, I do have to say, like, I like the look of like the nanite things coming into him. But also, why doesn't Guy Pearce have like more guns or anything? So he's using the nanites to rip away the thing.
To eat it.
Chill out, River Road.
You know, he could have probably just shot him.
Yeah, probably, but it wouldn't have been.
Well,
yeah,
you could've-
but you wouldn't have a cool explosion.
He could have
What's the
put it.
point?
He could have put it in his mouth.
You know,
To be honest, like for being like the start of a Valiant universe, there is a lot of I don't know, notable Easter eggs to be Valiant.
Oh, really? I honestly did not catch them. What were some of the things you saw?
Nothing. Because I mean, like,
Oh,
while
you're saying that there is none.
yeah, like honestly, like while we were watching this movie, I was like, because like the first time I looked it up was like, oh, like the Wiggins character is obviously a comic book character because of the alliteration. And I was like, well, where's he from? And it's like he's an original character. And then I was like, well, like what else is an Easter egg for this movie? And it was like the name of the company, and then a reference to another movie, and that's it.
Like, wait, the other robot characters aren't even?
No. Your dick energy.
Nice. The royal.
Kobe.
Kobe.
See, I like how his monitor says Wiggins rules, just because he's a hacker.
Wiggins, thank you for being my wingman.
Yeah. So, like,
Thank you for being
He's
my
Wiggins
wingman.
man.
I don't even get how this leaves off for other movies. Like, what would he do in other movies? He fucking killed everybody.
Drive cars,
it's-
obviously.
Maybe there's like a post-credits thing.
Ugh. I also don't like that they knew his name from the beginning. I guess. And they never called him Bloodshot either. Like,
They
No,
didn't
they
have to.
haven't.
yeah. They should have been like, oh, we named you codename Bloodshot.
Well, I mean, it's the Bloodshot program.
Yeah.
Like they did say that.
But I do think it's goofy that he's not. It's like such a. Like that he's not the color, like the white with the red circle on his chest. It's like, and the red eyes. It's like, oh, so you just cheaped out. You had it for, what, 3 seconds?
And there's like no explanation for it. There's like no reason for it.
It's just like I turned gray and my eyes
It's like,
were
oh,
red.
he looks like that in the comics. We'll just do it in this movie.
Yeah, when he gets
Yeah.
like really pissed, his chest glows. It's not even a circle, it's just like a bunch of lights. Like, I feel like this has like a lot of similarities to Venom, and like is worse than Venom, but like
Yeah.
similarities in like
Venom's
that.
at least was like constantly silly and fun. This had like
Yeah.
a lot of dull moments for me.
A lot of
Yeah,
downtime.
but what I mean is like I feel like this feels kind of out of time. Like this feels like a 2005 movie.
Oh, I would say 2000,
Oh yeah, with the filter they have on this, absolutely.
yeah, 2005, 2006.
Like this lacks all the fun of like
They
a
even brought up
even
the
like a
simulation
triple
theory.
X.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an after credits.
No, I don't think there is.
Doesn't seem like it.
All right,
Oh,
I'm just
look, there's a
gonna.
Bloodshot comic in the credits.
Yep, so I just
It's
muted it.
literally a spitting image.
This was fine. Like
It was
actually,
fine. Capital
This
F.
was fine with. This is aggressively just okay.
The
Super
movie would be
whatever.
a lot better as the end credits scene was just him driving off into the sunset, yelling "family."
Like,
It's like I'll be completely honest. I was looking at my phone a lot of time in this movie because like I feel like there's just like a lot of points in this movie where just like it's just like check marks on an action film. It's like and like it also doesn't help that they give away like the biggest plot twist of the movie in the trailer. So it's like it's like what do you it's like even if they would have
Yeah.
like at least like kept the secret of that twist, like at least like seeing the movie, you've been like you would have told people like, oh, like at least there's a great twist. It's like it's like Saw. Half the appeal of Saw was like that last like 2 minutes, and then you're like, oh my god, like what a fucking film.
So when I was in high school, I had a buddy of mine, and me and this buddy would go to the movies every Friday or Saturday night, and we would just see like whatever. Like they usually like either be good or they'd be movies where it would be just aggressively okay.
Mm-hmm.
This reminded me of a movie I would have seen back in high school where I wouldn't have thought anything about it after leaving the theater. I would have just been like, I saw it, and that's it.
Yeah, growing up in Alaska, like one of the things I just do is like I would go to the movies like every week, and it wouldn't even like matter like what came out that week. I was like, I'm going to watch something new, like whatever it is.
Exactly.
Like if I lived in Alaska, like I would have saw that movie like opening weekend. I'd probably been like super bored and not thought about it again. But like here, like it's like it's like still it's like I watched it. I'll never think about it again.
Yeah, I'm never gonna talk about that movie again.
And I think it's like really unfortunate because again, like before we even watched the film, I think there's a lot of upside to Valiant. I think there are a lot of characters that are super cool and interesting that could make like really fun films. And I think they picked a really boring script with a really boring character and a really boring actor, and they made a very boring film.
I think part of the reason why this film is not fun, is as fun as it could be, is because it's Vin Diesel. Like his style of acting of just being like is not helping this film at all.
Nothing phases him. Like he's a badass before he gets the nanites, and it's like it's like there's like nothing different from him. It's just like he's a dick before and he's a dick after, and it's just like he's like a grizzled old man, and that's his character throughout the entire film. And he never learns anything. He never goes through. It's like comparing it to like a DC hero or a Marvel hero. I think it's like more comparable to a Marvel hero of like like a Hulk, who gets a thing, becomes strong, or like a Steve Rogers.
I'm going to share this poster. Like, this poster gives away so much of the movie. Like, the guy has robot arms. That doesn't happen until the last fight scene. And I don't think Vin Diesel ever holds those guns and never looks like that.
Yeah, but they also know it's the coolest part of the movie, so they have to show it off.
Yeah, because what else do they have? Hey, you kids ready for some exposition dump?
What's what I'm saying? Like, as entry into this use, like, one of the features of this character is that he's fucking shirtless the whole time, which they won't do because Vin Diesel can't do that because he's 52 years old.
The girl never wears anything like this either.
No.
And also, like, this outfit that she's wearing is, like, not good. It's like this sports bra with yoga pants. Like, you thought like this was like a good look for her on the trailer? Because like she looks pretty good throughout the entire film, and she has like a lot of like really cool, like actiony, cute outfits. And it's like, this is the one that you chose because it like shows her boobs a little bit more. It's like, what an awful decision this was.
They know how Americans go,
I was looking at pictures.
But like,
of
it's saying something when the what the hell is it? The fan film with the Green Power Ranger is more.
That's what I was trying to like. I'm looking at pictures. He looks so much better than Vin Diesel.
Was that a fan film? Because I thought that was paid by Valiant.
Oh, was it? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it was like done by Valiant. But like, okay, so they didn't do the thing as chest, but like he has it as a T-shirt. That works.
Oh yeah, it is done by Valiant. My mistake.
Yeah, because I think they used him for like covers on comic books and stuff.
Yeah, I think this movie was just a misfire in a lot of ways. It's like Vin Diesel was not the guy. The story was not it. Like there's like cool action in places where you can kind of hide the budget, but then it's like they try and go all out in like a big, huge, like regular Marvel film, and it's just like you don't have the budget for it. It looks bad for it. Yeah, it's just what a misfire.
See, I'm still just trying to figure out who the Jellicle Cat is here.
Okay, if you have to think that, then there's a problem.
Like, should we do ratings for like? It's like, okay, like of the films we've seen, is Bloodshot better or worse than Cats? Because I would rather watch Cats again than watch Bloodshot.
See, I would rather watch Cats because you know what? Cats is at least stupidly fun.
I think Cats is a more
it's a stupid, fun, bad movie. This was just boring.
I think Cats is like for what it is a better movie. Like for what this is trying to do, it is way too slow and boring. I actually have more interest in watching the Jason David Frank one than rewatching this.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the Jason David Frank one now.
Honestly, I would. It's a much better way.
Like I'm looking at some GIFs from it, and they look awesome. Like they look like way cooler than this.
Well, I think it was done by his
that
production
looks
company
rad.
too.
And it also looks like it's very gory.
Yeah, no, it is R-rated. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think it was
Here's the
supposed to
thing.
be.
It's 72 minutes. It's a quick, short watch.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's just like if you're gonna do a movie called Bloodshot, and it's like
No blood.
really, not only like no blood, but like the action is just not like palpable enough. It's like,
Well, that's because they have a lead actor who can't do those things. He's 52 years old and he can't move.
Sure,
Every single action scene is it like where he's doing stuff is in like hyper slow motion, or it's very obviously a stunt double.
And maybe that's like at the end of the day, it's like this is the film that we're going to get like no matter what, because it's Vin Diesel was going to be in this movie, ride or die.
Like, here's the thing about this movie. It's like it's got fun action sequences. There's 2 good performances in this whole movie.
That flower scene is the best scene of the movie too, I think.
I mean, okay, the last fight sequence is a bit oof, but
it's that's what I mean. Like the sequence in the tunnel with like the flower truck is the best scene in the movie.
I would also argue the chase sequence with the camera guy's helmet.
That is also good too.
So like, there's a couple of fun action scenes, and again, you get Lamorne Morris and Sam Heughan chewing scenery like it should have been throughout the whole movie for everybody. But
yeah, I think everyone should have been chewing way more scenery than they were. Like everyone was too low key. Except for the one douche guy and Wiggins.
Yeah, everyone should have been way more goofy here.
But yeah, this I probably would agree with Siler. Cats again, then watch this.
So
Cool.
yeah,
Good to know we know Cats is a better movie than Bloodshot.
Yeah, we watched.
It's been decided here, folks.
Yep. So we watched 2020's Bloodshot. I guess, do we want to give a grade or a number grade?
I say 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. 2 out of 5.
And I gave Cats 1.5, but I would probably put it still above that. But
I've seen Cats a couple times now, and I would give that like a 3.
I feel like you have to grade them for like their genre. Like Cats is as a comic book film, like I would rather watch almost any other comic book movie.
Oh yeah, I would rather,
25
as a
years.
comic book film, this is an absolute 2 out of 5 because it's just dull.
I think it's worse. I think there's I would rather watch either Ghost Rider, Venom. What other like shitty
Venom in the second Ghost Rider I'd rank higher than this one.
I think I would rather watch the Jessica Alba Fantastic Four, the first one. I don't know about the second one.
I definitely wouldn't watch the second one over the second one, and this are about the same.
Yeah, and Fan Four Stick is like kind of a weird thing. I would not want to watch
Fan Four Stick. I would watch this before I watch Fan Four Stick again. Fuck that movie.
I've still never seen Fan Four Stick.
It's not great.
You know what? I would say we should rectify this, but I don't want to put myself in
that. There are a couple movies I've just never seen. I've still never seen Alien Covenant, and I only saw Fight Club a couple years ago because people kept saying like, "Hey, go see Fight Club."
Fight Club is awesome. I've not seen
here's where I'd put it. Okay, I'm starting with this. I would rather watch before I watch Bloodshot, or no. I would rather watch Bloodshot than I would watch Wolverine, Steel, The Spirit, Superman 3, Superman 4, Hellboy 2019.
I would rather watch Steel.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like Wolverine is one of my favorite guilty
No,
pleasure movies.
not
No,
Logan.
not the Wolverine. Origins.
No, that's what I'm saying. Origins is awesome. I think that's a
Wolverine
great stupid
Origin-
movie.
Wolverine with like
Yeah,
the
it's-
No,
blob?
the one with
It's
the
so dumb. I love it.
Fuck that movie.
Wow.
So bad.
that.
I
Oh,
love
Will
no.
it.
I
Fuck
am
that
as the
movie.
Spectre?
That's
Yeah, that
the
movie
most
was-
interesting thing that happened on this show.
Yeah.
Fuck that movie.
That movie's terrible.
What a revelation.
That's
It's a
the
guilty
title of the
pleasure.
episode. Hey guys, Wolverine Origins is the best hero movie of all time.
Okay,
The Blob.
now I feel like I'm getting taken out of perspective here.
That
With
might be. I don't wanna
Deadpool
watch
makes
that
his
movie.
appearance.
This might have to discuss that movie and why
Ryan Reynolds.
Connor is incredibly wrong.
So,
Man,
like
I
for
got-
me,
Oh wait, Connor, are you telling me you like shitty CGI claws?
okay, look, I got the leaked version of that movie that came out before it did,
Oh,
so with like all the half-baked
Jesus.
like stuff on like one of those old discs. It was given to my dad by a friend he worked with at the time, and I watched it probably like 60 times. Because it
I
was
think that's the
unreleased.
most anyone has ever watched that movie ever.
so
The only
like-
good
yeah.
thing about that movie is like the beginning when they're like going through all the war scenes with him and
Yeah, that was
Sabretooth.
so
That's
cool.
that's the only good. That's the only redeeming factor. Everything
That
else
is,
is
and
just
then you know
movie
what
that
the other
garbage.
best part about it was, Ryan? When the credits rolled.
No,
That's
no,
exactly
the
what I was
problem
gonna
with that movie is it wasted a great actor and playing a great character.
Dude, Will.i.am.
Sabretooth has never gotten a good live action. Like, it's the
Yeah, that's
best
true.
version of Sabretooth with a great actor in the worst movie.
you know,
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like this movie has a lot in common with The Legend of Chun-Li. Because it's like, you could name like honestly like worse DC films and worse Marvel films to come out from either company that are like astronomically worse than Bloodshot.
Well, I would say
but-
Marvel films, not by Marvel. Like Marvel films when other
Yeah.
people had the rights.
But like I'm talking just Marvel Comics films.
yes.
But it's like it's like at the end of the day, it's like you watch Green Lantern, you're still seeing a Green Lantern film that's bad, and it's like at least it's like you have like the nostalgia of like Green Lantern as a comic property to like be like at least I get like what this is, and I can like have like make fun of it or like Batman v Superman. Like Bloodshot is a film based off of a comic, but like nothing of this movie has anything to do with the comic.
Except for like his power set, basically.
Yeah. So honestly, it feels like Street Fighter Legend Chun-Li, where it's like, oh yeah, it's Street Fighter, but it has like nothing to do with it. Like really, they just use characters
Names.
and powers.
That's actually
and that's
more
it.
than this movie did. This movie used 2 character names. His name and then Guy Pearce's character name. Although he's not that character from what I read in the wiki. Like he's not a bad guy character.
But like they both have like the same kind of problem where it's like they're like based off a thing, but they don't like utilize the property in a way that's interesting or fun. So it's like you already are making a film based off of a very niche audience. So
Yeah.
if you're not making the film for the audience, then who the fuck are you making this film for?
Vin Diesel.
You have Vin Diesel,
I guess, you know.
Ego and his fans, which is him.
He's his only fan.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like it would take me going to like a comic book movie from 15 years ago, 20 years ago to like I would rather watch this than that. Removing, I guess, like Fan Four Stick, but like I would rather watch pretty much any X-Men movie.
I would rather watch Fan Four Stick than Bloodshot again.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I
feel like
would.
they're even for me because I don't want to watch either, but for different reasons.
Because I think
would
like
rather
again, at
watch-
the end of the day, you're at least familiar with the characters.
I'd
I
rather
think they
watch
should- they
Batman
share
and
an
Robin
actor
than I
too.
watch this, because at least
It's-
this is.
Oh, Batman and Robin is like fun bad.
Oh yeah, Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Batman and
Okay,
Robin.
no,
is,
hold
like,
on.
it's
I
fucking
just get
Shakespeare.
roasted for liking X-Men Origins, but you can parade around in like Batman Forever. And I get
No, Batman
lambasted.
Forever is like is better. Like not Batman Forever. Batman and Robin's good. Batman Forever is like kind of good at points.
Yeah, and Batman Forever has Kiss from a Rose. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, and
No,
Jim Carrey
no,
as the
no.
Riddler.
Does Wolverine
That movie is
Origins have Kiss from a Rose?
No, but it has the Blob put his hand in a tank and the tank explodes.
The Wolverine and the Blob do box in that film. That is pretty.
Yeah, and it's awesome because the Blob is huge.
Yeah, but then
they
Will.i.am
also
shows up.
no. Then they make sort of Deadpool, except he doesn't have a mouth.
And then they also make sort of Gambit.
So, are we saying that we're watching X-Men Origins Wolverine next?
Please,
I'm not gonna lie,
Put on the
I've
list.
never seen the official version of that movie. I've only ever seen
Yeah.
the half-baked version.
It can be put on a list, but
I don't think anybody besides me would get any sort of satisfaction from that
Yeah,
movie.
I would
I mean,
say-
like I like X-Men. Like, at least
I'm looking at
That's
the
true.
list I made here right now.
it's not.
we-
I
we-
mean, X-Men Origins Wolverine is not the worst X-Men film.
We could do another like really big misfire.
see.
Yeah,
Here's my. I guess my thing is like this movie was not as fun as it could have been, and it's disappointing. Like I was hoping for, I was hoping for Venom levels of like not
Goofy.
as good, but like Venom levels of goofiness,
I mean,
and
yeah,
and it's not that at all. It's
because
so,
because Tom Hardy's kind of like being a fucking goofball in that film. It's
the,
kind of
the fish tank scene in Venom is so fucking weird, but like it's
there's no
tone.
there's no line in Bloodshot that is as good as your head will roll down the alleyway like a turd in the wind.
yeah. Like the thing
Yeah.
with Venom is that he had a lot of fun in that role.
Well,
like regardless
that's
of
what I
the
was
quality
saying.
of the film itself, but like in this, you can see the director didn't really care. Vin Diesel was phoning it in. Everybody
Well,
was there just like
I don't
collect a
think Vin
paycheck.
Diesel's phoning it in. I think that's how Vin Diesel acts. I think that's
that too, which is also like I don't know which is better, whether I was insulting him or complimenting at
Yeah,
that point. But
I feel like the problem in this movie is like the movie changes when Wiggins is introduced, and then there's a comedic character. There's no comedy in Bloodshot till what an
The
hour
halfway
and-
mark.
well,
an
they
hour
try
and-
to make that other guy, the Eric guy, like the comedic trap, but they make him more of an asshole than they make anything like make him.
Not
funny.
even that, but also like stereotypical.
Well, yeah, that's Hollywood for you. They're gonna typecast every type of character.
I just want to say that Wiggins was like the best part of the movie. Like he
Oh,
was
yeah.
Hands
Down. We're all in agreement on that
Yeah.
one.
Kobe.
Like, yeah. I feel like one of the big downfalls of this movie is like character design. Like the character design for Bloodshot, like the title character is horrid. It's just
It's
Vin
so
Diesel.
boring.
It's just Vin Diesel in a black t-shirt. Like we get the one shot of him at the end where his skin turns for half a second, and then the other scene where he has glowiness in his chest and his eyes sort of turn red. Like it would have been so much cooler if he was just gray with like the red eyes from the jump, and like people are like, "What the fuck are you?"
Yeah. Well, I give this movie an O negative, as in 0 negative.
Yep. Type
Yeah,
O negative.
Yeah, I give this a 1.
I'm gonna go 1.5, 2, just because some of the fight scenes were fun, and Lamorne Morris and Sam Ewan were having a good time. It seemed like.
I mean, yeah. To be honest, like if I was doing a site and like like when I was doing reviews, like I treated 5 as like as the true medium. Like I would use the actual 10-point scale. So yeah, to me, like the flower scene's cool. Other than that, it's just like a very boring 80s action film that doesn't have the appeal of an 80s action film. So like I would totally give this like a 2.
What you're saying is it's missing the cocaine of a 1980s film.
Well,
I
see,
mean, like
the reason I go 1 is because I feel like if you just watch that flower scene, you could skip the rest of the movie.
yeah.
Like, the reveal. Like, what? Like, that's it. Like, you don't
Well,
need to watch
I give
the
a
rest.
1 for the flower scene and give a 2 for Wiggins.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
But
Okay.
because I mean, like it's like there was a film from a couple of years ago. It'd be probably about 6 years ago at this point. There was that Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone
Escape Plan.
film. Yeah. And it's like, oh, like people like hated that film, and I'm like, oh, like this is like a bad '80s film made in like 2000 and 12, or whatever that film. But it's like that to me is like like a lot of these films like try and replicate like that '80s feel because of like that's just like when the glory era of action films kind of like is romanticized for, and it's just like like this movie is just like the choreography is bad. Like when they try to do like the big action scenes, it looks bad because it's like they're way over budget.
Yeah, well, because they probably spent $40 million, 20 of that's on Vin Diesel.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and you can tell like they probably got like that big set piece at the end because they're like, oh well, like we got a video game guy, like video game guy knows how to do video game cutscenes, and that was essentially like a big video game cutscene.
Yeah, it looked like PS3 graphics. Like it was goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a couple of good action pieces, but yeah, it's just like not worthwhile. Like there are better things, like better bad things too. So I guess we could kind of wrap it up and do a quick round of plugs if anybody has anything.
Yeah, I got plugged. So, you could find me at John JOHN _FN _Seiler SEILER, where I talk about books that we've just announced for the company I work for, and I also have Instagram on the same name where I post. I used to post up like comics I used to read or used to buy, and I guess.
What's a comic, John?
Well, young man, let me sit you down about what the world used to be like before the coronavirus. But yeah, you can follow me on there. Like, really, like a lot of times right now, I'm just like sharing animation and art shit that I really love, and yeah, and check out some of the books that we've been publishing recently. Because like, I just did a write-up for a book that we just announced that really surprised me, and I think is a lot of fun.
Cool. I'll just say really quick, my only plug is if you liked this commentary, go back and listen to our Cats one, because that was pretty fun to listen to, and share that with your friends and everything.
I guess you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Question Connor, and on Instagram I'm at Maybe Connor. And I don't know, go play a video game, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, check out all of the other podcasts. Tell your friends. Rate 5 stars, all that jazz. Yeah, and have a good week, and we'll check you guys next time. Hopefully, you enjoyed watching Bloodshot with us.
Stay safe.
I love you.
Bloodshot. That was more of a blood shart. Am I right,
Ooh.
fellas?
Ooh,
Very good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
If I was still writing like reviews and shit,
that would be the
tagline.
stinger. Nice. Yeah, Bloodshot.
Yeah, I'd rather mainline Lysol than this.
Oh, well, you're president. He's got some opinions for you might enjoy then.
Yep. Adios.
Bye.